This is smilejos67. Welcome you back with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis, and hey, so I'm going to read some mail, and I've got just a spot for it. So we are going into Orbinor because I have a place in mind. Place is up there on the balcony, and pick the right door. Just curious what's behind this door. Oh. Didn't see it from the ground, I hadn't spawned yet. You missed me getting the one in the Dell's mine. Oh, yes, another sky shroud. Don't know why I didn't see it all the time. I've been running around past there doing the Justice Festival for the Justice Queen Arena. Never mind, here we go. Oh, yes! And that's my destination. See that? It's a banquet thing set up. Excellent. Hello, Rangel.
Have you seen Dorlin? She was supposed to help me set the table. Probably off sneaking a drink again if I know her.
Oh, hello. Are you looking forward to the Queen's speech too? Going to be a great moment. A great moment.
Uh-huh. This is the spot. Can I sit down and read? No, I think reading makes me stand up. Oh, it does. No. Should have that in the background. Okay, where are we up to? Mag has so much to say about the pack. I didn't care much about not using wood, but the food, meat, milk, eggs, my stomach could barely take it. I felt like my mouth was covered in a layer of grease, and that's from me. Lord! He's yet to speak of his wife, and I'm hesitant to ask. He never writes letters home. What happened to her? Orbinor the Curious. Remember, he's a wood elf. Orbinor the Unsure. I began gathering wood with Meg, collecting from the underbrush as he chops down branches. It's strange. I used to be more squeamish watching the practice. I suppose I've gotten used to the sound of splitting wood. The sight of its pale insides, it barely phases me anymore, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. Oh. As long as you're going to stand up, get a bit of view. I can hear a dark anchor in the background. Mag finally spoke of his wife after quite a few bottles of mead. She grew sick one day, eventually coming close to death. He begged her to take medicine, but she refused. He told me, and what of our future cubs? Would she just let them die for her pact? I know she would have. It's a hard choice, but it's our way of life. I can see why he left. The pact is not always easy. The pact is not always fair. There's not always a healer nearby, and medicine is simply not the way of my kind. Perhaps it is not my place to tell you Mag's tale, but I felt the need to share it with someone. Please accept this shipment and my gratitude. You always have a trustworthy confidence. Open of the grateful again. I know that Meg's tale is very sad, but I can't help but think about a few logistics. He spoke of their future children, so that must have meant, well, it must mean that they, or rather they, were at least planning to, but how would that have worked? Please feel free to ignore my questions and simply enjoy this shipment.
I suppose I could use another break.
I don't get it. Cubs implies a Khajiit, which is a pussycat person, but Meg is a Nord, and he said his wife is a member of the Greenwood Pact, which assuming she was a wood elf. But maybe that's wrong. What have we got there? Let's clear that out, shall we? Already collected it, I think. I think I've collected that too. Meg decided to restock her supplies in the nearby Khajiit settlement. We haven't spoken much since he told me about his wife. Honestly, I wish I had never asked. The settlement is nice enough. Meg wishes to travel on as soon as we can. The shipment was sold to me from local merchants, and I hope the quality is to your liking. I've been leaving 40 to 60, and I'm up to 110, so that's a while ago, isn't it? Orbinor seeking. I've decided to stay in the settlement for a while. Meg simply shrugged when I told him. I asked him one last question before he left. Why stay? Why not return to Skyrim? He told me, sometimes it's better to live in the comfort of sadness than in the sadness of comfort. Huh? Perhaps you understand these words better than I. Sadness of comfort? Been comfortable back home? It's cold! This settlement I'm staying in the settlement I'm staying is nice, but I'm hoping for another group of travellers to arrive soon. I've now journeyed with Redguards, Khajiits, and even a Nord. Who would think I would find such diverse travelling companions? Being a hireling has opened my eyes to the world. Perhaps I should look towards other lands next. Yeah, do that. Oh! That belongs to Giovanni Capistrano. Talbot's been level 42. Level champions, okay. Back to the curious. Today a strange family of wood elves came upon the settlement. At first I thought them Breton, simply from the fact that their clothes were, well, cloth. I think I'd be less shocked if they were stark naked. I think I'll speak to them tomorrow. They're the first of my kind I've met in weeks. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, we're not very sure. I still haven't spoken to the Wood Elf family. It's odd, I know, but I feel strange, unsure. The father of the family is a woodworker. I thought this would be exciting. I've wondered so often if there was someone of my kind who took up the craft, but now that I have that answer, perhaps I'll speak to them tomorrow. Working in wood, a wood elf working in wood?
I suppose I could use another break.
Regency, you loyal champion. Oh, that'll be belong to me. You know, this mid-year boombox rewards for the birdie. Anyway, I'll click that out on another video, I think. Game Battlemaster. That'll be what I did ages ago. I never collected it. Champion's prize. Okay. Ooh. Yes, champion level 80. Coward's gear braces. Night slag gloves. Anyway, distracting. Game, what's this? Epaulets. Champion 80. Where are we up to? Gain is a whole bunch. Yeah, I did that ages ago. It took me ages. What was it? Six attacks. I had to go get enough in there. Oh, okay. Anyway, the open-minded. Though I'm still unsure why I held such initial hesitation, I've finally spoken to the family. They are quite nice. I wonder if I'm the first wood elf I've spoken to in a long time. They told me that they originally lived in Cyrodiil but moved south after the recent crisis. What a lovely family. I must visit them again tomorrow. Yeah, do that. That was 2 months ago. Ooh. I'm going to have to clear out the inventory and take them out. Oh. Right, I'm going to have to clear them out in the next video. Oh, no wonder my mail is overloaded. Either that, I can leave it until level 160. Then, hopefully all that stuff will be set to level 160. And hopefully it's useful. Yeah, except I'll clear them out without fixed on those levels. Right, Slayer ring. Anyway, the Woodar family I've recently become acquainted with has already invited me to travel. I'm not sure why I hesitate, except I'm just being silly, that's all. The father's name is Barnion, and he's also in need of woodworking material. I believe our travels will be mutually beneficial. Already he's helped me gather this shipment for you. Excellent! Orbinor the Mortified? What's this? I'm an embarrassment of a hireling. Yesterday the children of the family helped me gather my materials. The little began to snap off twigs from trees, and I tried to as if she were my own. It took me a moment to remember myself. These children were not raised to follow the pack. Not my place to question that. Oh dear. Oh, another one. Another box. What's in these boxes? Oh, another one. Yes, I'm gonna. Boxes I shall keep in the mail, and all this other stuff I'm going to take out. And it was like this, put in the inventory. Orbinor, this silly, I don't understand it. Nolani and Meg would help me collect materials, and they would often take from the living trees. But the fact that these wood elf children share the same practice sets my teeth on edge. I would ask to gather alone, but I don't wish to offend my host. What's wrong with me? I really must get hold of myself. It's because you're having a double standard between the wood elves and everybody else. That's what it is. Little ones can be as curious as Khajiit, and the children in this family no exception. They'll often ask me about the pack, and honestly I'm a tad surprised that parents have never explained the practice. Well, not my place to ask. I'll just bother you with all my silly thoughts. Go ahead, do that. I hope this shipment can make up for my prattling. Today I was approached by Banyan. He raised concerns about my conversations with the little ones. We just don't want to give them the wrong idea, is all he explained. We don't want them to think they're doing anything wrong by not following the pact. I promised to avoid the topic, but the whole conversation has left me perturbed. I have to go and read a couple more. I can't help but feel uneasy now. Was I perhaps preaching more than I realised? I may be devoted to the pact, and I may find it a little odd that Banny and his family don't follow it, but who am I to say what they should believe? I think it's about time I ask them for an explanation. Perhaps that will clear up my misunderstandings. I've done it. Oh, I've cleaned off the must be back up to level I'm on. I've done it. I've asked Benny why him and his family don't follow the pact. And you know what he said? He simply shrugged and told me I wasn't raised to it. I know plenty of wood elves who don't follow it. Most of us outside of Vale and Wood. Really? Am I truly so ignorant? Am I the unusual one to them? I need time to think of this. You know, I've realised something. This entire time I've been with this family, I've been judging them. I've been judging them just like other wood elves judge me. I've been looking down on them, thinking less of them. Me! And it's been as natural to me as breathing. I was so shocked by this that I almost forgot to see to this shipment. Nightwood. Brilliant. Excellent. And that is where I'm going to leave this exciting, hopefully, episode. Isn't that pretty? I think you have a dark ink in the background. And the back straight down below, so that's convenient. Smilejos67 signing off. Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis. Be well.